first, what I'll be doing is just using this primer. And the primer, if you notice right here, it says 2000 Fahrenheit. I'm figuring that this would be perfect, of course, because these are Brembo brakes and you'll be probably going faster. Hey, that will actually help to keep that color on there, I guess. Now, after I'm done with the primer, I'm going to apply this this red, this engine red right here on it, and I'm sure that will make it look good. And this final coat right here is to make it glossy looking. Well, next what you'll want to do is cover these brake fluid line holes right here where the brake line is connected to the caliper, and you'll definitely want to make sure that you cover them up, so when you move on to the next phase you'll be able to protect them from paint. Of course, you can use a piece of paper towel like this I'm showing you here to cover these holes. Now, there are some brake pistons that are located on the inside of the caliper right here and here. I'm also going to be covering them over with some tape for protection during the painting process. As you can see here, I'm actually walking you through it by using some tape that you'd probably use, painter's tape, and just go ahead and maybe use something like a box cutter to help in the process while you do it. It actually makes it easier to make sure the tape gets into the areas that you want it to get into. Okay guys, now that we have covered all the areas that we want to make sure that we do not get paint over, we're going to go ahead and start the painting process. Of course, I'm going to take off all this excess residue here. Make sure we go through and do a final check before we start the painting. Alright? Now, as a reminder, this is where I put on my mask. Here we go. I will be applying a light first coat of the primer, and I'll show you as I go along. I'm going to go ahead and wait for about 15 minutes and come back and continue the process. That time I'll be applying a heavier coat. Now that we have finished the priming process, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and apply the red, and I'll just let you watch as we go along. As you can see, we're now waiting for the red to dry, and once we have done that, we're going to start reassembling after we've painted the other parts the right color. We're going to be painting this piece black, with this one over here. We already painted the caliper red for the caliper itself. So we'll show you the assembled finished product once it's done. Here you'll want to take your time applying the decal because you want to get it straight and you want to reduce any kind of errors while you're doing this part of the process to get the decals on correctly. Now that we've added the decals, we're going to finish up by using this clear spray right here. So what you want to do is apply a few layers. First go on light, and then afterwards you can put on a few more coats, and then you're done.